Good evening, race fans. Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway here with LSRL in the Wilder Graphix 100 lap event. I am Ronald Klein. She is Rachel Thornhill. Go ahead and say hi.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Ronald. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for joining me in the booth once again. Just got out of the race car. I was racing at Darlington last night while you were up in the booth calling the race, so that's pretty cool.
Right. That was a very interesting race. I mean, there was so much going on in that one.
Well, let's get on to it. This is the pre-race show brought to you by Extreme Sim TV. We're going to talk a little bit about the league here and kind of the happenings of last week in the LSRL Kansas race. It was kind of an up and down night for a lot of drivers. First time we've seen Jeffrey Merck. Full disclaimer, Jeffrey Merck is a teammate of mine over in another league and whatnot. I won't bring that up, but he raced over here for the first time. You said you were impressed with that run. We thought that he was going to be the guy to beat, but he got a little bit of damage, and it turned out to be Peyton Johnson's night to win. So Peyton Johnson had a great run last week, took the win. Jeffrey Merck happened to finish in the second position.
And
Leonard.
then you had Leonard Frost that came out in third.
Yep, Leonard Frost, Logan Powers, and Brandon Murray. So a little bit smaller field. We only had 15 cars. We'll call it 15 cars last week. Tonight we're looking at about 20 cars. Looks like Jeffrey Merck has come back for some more punishment or pleasure or whatever we're going to call it. Also dragging along another one of my teammates, Mitchell Reeves. He came down with COVID, so he is quarantined and pretty much is on iRacing all night, or not all night, but all week. So he's looking for a place to race every night, so he came over here to race tonight. And I think we have a few new names that I am not completely familiar with. We've got Joe Owen, Adam Brady. I think Brady's raced here before. But Cody Palmore and Michelle Proctor. Maybe even Andrew Saucier? Saucier? Not sure.
Saucier.
Saucier.
Or Saucier. Or probably Saucier. Some people pronounce it that way, Saucier. He might not, though. We can always find out later. But some people say Saucier.
Copy that. Well, we'll be doing some in-car interviews with the drivers during cautions. Well, we'll talk to our pole sitter. We got about 6 minutes left. We'll talk real quick about that Kansas race. I was really impressed with the strategy involved in that race. We thought some cars were in trouble because, you know, they had to pit at certain times, and a lot of strategy came into play. I thought it was a very entertaining race.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I mean, last week, especially, I mean, you saw Merck came in, pretty much his first race with LSRL, and I mean, he definitely shows that he is a contender, like that he's coming here to win, and so and obviously he's proven it tonight already, being first in practice. So we'll see if he can keep that momentum throughout the night.
As he is actually the first on the leaderboard. Did not realize that. Besting Cameron Hearn by 3/1000ths of a second. So Cameron Hearn has some more competition. I'm not seeing. Let's see. Do you see Logan? I don't see Logan here tonight.
Yeah, he's not in here right now. I'm not sure if he's gonna make the race or not. So yeah,
Logan Powers and Cameron Hearn have been kind of fighting back and forth over the past few weeks. It's a shame if he doesn't make it. Also, another name that I don't see, Daniel Smallwood. We'll take a quick look at our points here in the Wilder Graphix Winter Series Cup, or I'm sorry, not Cup, Xfinity Series. Cameron Hearn is your current points leader. Leonard Frost is in second. Brandon Thornhill third. Murata fourth. And Hearn in fifth. Brandon Murray sixth. Dylan Gonas moves up into seventh. Craig Goodenough eighth. Logan Powers ninth. And Anthony Giuliano, sorry, excuse me, rounding out the top 10. So some interesting changes there. A couple people up, a couple people down. But for the most part, the top 6 all kind of stay the same. So we head in here to Charlotte. Don't expect to see, the way it looks, we don't expect to see Logan Powers. So he's going to probably fall out of the top 10 tonight.
Yeah, and that would be unfortunate. And not sure, what if he plans on running next week. Hopefully he does, because then he can make some of those points up.
Well, we've got about 3 minutes tonight. We're talking about fast guys and whatnot. Going to be really hard to bet against Jeff Merck and Cameron Hearn, but I would never count out Mitchell Reason. I think you probably got a chance to see that. I don't know how much you knew about Mitchell prior to last night, but you got a chance to see Mitchell can sneak his way up to the front and stay up there sometimes or stay in the top 3. So I expect he'll have a good run. Another guy that I think is really due is Kevin Winter. Kevin Winter is very fast.
Yeah, Kevin, I noticed he hasn't been running lately, in the Xfinity series. But yeah, Kevin is definitely somebody that they definitely have to look out for. He tends to be pretty consistent and tends to run towards the front a lot. So we'll see. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't count him out as well.
All right, just about 2 minutes left before we go to qualifying. If you were to place a bet, who you think is going to sit on the pole tonight?
I'm gonna go with Merck because of his time that he put down in practice. But as long as he gets a good qualifying lap in, he should be able to make the pole. So
Copy that. We'll see if he is able to put himself on that pole position tonight. We'll see how the rest of the guys will do as well. We'll take our we'll do our who do you think's going to win here after we see everybody grid up. Another guy that I kind of want to mention, Mike Alo Jr. He ran last week, was very impressed with the run that he had. I don't think that he had the best finish, because I thought he was kind of a dominant car for a good portion of the night. So I actually expected him to walk away with the win, and it kind of was it last week or was it the week before? Oh,
I think it was the week before, because I don't remember him racing last week.
no, I'm sorry. I ended up covering the race on Friday. I got my nights mixed up. So
Okay, so that was the Cup Series.
that was the Cup Series. So that was the first time that I saw Mike, but he'll be running tonight. He is currently 4th quickest, so I expect another good run out of him. I mean, these guys are really close. If you look at their lap times, Jeffrey Merck is at a 30.271, and the last guy in, we'll call it 10th place, is a 30.381. So just a tick over a 10th difference. Now that's going to change during the race with draft and whatnot, but you see the checkered session. Qualifying is going to be underway here. We're going to go ahead and put up our qualifying ticker so y'all can see as these guys
You've got Michelle Proctor out there on the track right now.
Yep, I'm having some difficulties. I'm not sure if ATVO updated software or what it did exactly, to be completely honest with you. I don't know, but I'm on Mitchell Reeves right now. Looks like Reeves got into the wall there. I don't have the driver's list like I normally do. I'm going to give it a chance here.
Okay, and then you've got the number 112 of Cody Palmore that's out there on track right now.
All right, folks, sorry for the slight interruption here. You're going to see, you're probably going to see some loading here. I am going to reload my app here. I don't know why the drivers went away, but give me just a minute and we'll get it back up. Well, hopefully that will take care of the problem. Give me just a minute. Okay, there, I don't know why, but there, it's back up now. I do believe the qualifying order is probably going to be messed up. Did Mitchell Reeves actually get a time put in?
No, not yet.
Okay, so maybe it is then. Right now I'm showing Jeffrey Converse on the pole, Jeffrey Merck sitting in the second position, Peyton Johnson third. Is that what you're seeing?
Yes.
Okay, so at least that is correct.
Right, and then you got Anthony Giuliano in fourth and Michelle Proctor in fifth as of right now. But we still have quite a few. There's only 8 of them that have put down times, so. You have Cameron Hearn that moved up to the third position. Oh, Cameron Hearn just moved up to the pole now.
Sorry, I was getting everything reset, folks, but we are back. Got everything here. The only thing, my countdown is not correct. I don't have the countdown for how much time is left in qualifying, but Adam Brady just turned in his qualifying time. He now jumps into the third position. Craig Sassman pulls off the track. Dylan Gonis not. If we can catch him, he's coming down pit road. And Joseph Murata is sitting at the start finish line. So all that I see out there currently.
Joe Owen is currently still out there, but he hasn't put down a time. But he's the only one that I see that still hasn't put a time in.
All right, that will end the qualifying. That changes that. We'll go ahead and stop the ticker here. We need to get ready to go here as they're lining up on the front stretch, and we'll be right back with your starting grid. All right, and your qualifying grid for this evening. Here we go. Number 67, Cameron Hearn, takes the pole with a 32.77. Jeffrey Converse will be on his outside. Rolling off in the second row is going to be Adam Brady and Jeffrey Merck. Third row, Anthony Giuliano, and Craig Sassman. Rolling off in the seventh row. Seventh is going to be Peyton Johnson and Michelle Proctor. Ninth, Dylan Gonis. 10th, Joseph Murata. 11th, Cody Palmore. 12th, Mitchell Reeves. 13th, Kevin Winter. 14th, Joe Owens. 15th, Leonard Frost. 16th, Andrew Brigante. 17th, Aaron Hearn. 18th, Mike Alo. Rolling up 19th, Corey Tuggle. And final spot in 20th. Nope, sorry, we're going to have one more. 20th is John Wollum. And 21st, Daniel Piantek and Andrew Sauce. That is your starting grid. Let's go ahead and see if we can drag Cameron Hearn up here real quick.
Yeah.
Get a chat in with our pole sitter. Cameron Hearn, you got a copy?
I got you.
Well, congratulations on the pole. Got 100 laps here tonight. Think you can get it done?
It's a quick track. Look at qualifying. I guess top four is really close. Makes them come down to tire wear and a little bit of tire strategy with the tire limits we have. But I think we'll be a contender.
Well, copy that. Good luck tonight. I'll put you back down where you were. Best of luck, and hope to talk to you at the end of the race.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, that's your pole sitter. The number 15 of Aaron Hearn. I don't know why I said Cameron Hearn. Cameron Hearn, your pole sitter. $100 laps here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Pace car is going to get ready to duck on off. We're going to be going green here momentarily. Flagman's got the green up in the air. Green flag comes out. Cameron Hearn puts the loud pedal down and away he goes. The inside line gets a pretty good start. Outside line did not get much of a start in my opinion. Adam.
Unfortunately, they're leaving Jeffrey by himself, and he's falling back.
Jeffrey Merck to the inside already. We got one car spinning. That is not going to bring out a caution flag. That is Andrew Brigante on the backstretch. This may bring out a caution because there is a car coming up on him.
Yes,
there it is. That was interesting. I won't say anything else. So we'll go ahead and we'll look at Andrew, go back and watch and see what happened, what caused the spin in the first place as we watch him go in through turns 3 and 4. Oh, it looks like he may have had some help there, not positive. You saw the camera angles there. Saw the cars involved. Looks like a 24 has a good little bit of damage on the front and rear of that car after hitting the wall with the front end and then spinning and hitting with the rear. So he will have to probably go down pit road and get that repaired. At least if it were me, I think I probably would. But he bypasses pit road, so I guess not. All right, one lap in. Anybody you want to talk to?
Why don't we go with Jeff Merck? He's moved up some positions since this has happened, so.
All right, we'll bring him up here and we'll talk to the guy driving that number 60 Notre Dame paint scheme Chevrolet Camaro. How about it, Jeff Merck? You got a copy?
Go Irish!
All right, well, you had about a half a lap or so and you advanced your position a little bit. That's why we brought you up. I asked Rachel who to bring up. She said you, so brought you up. What got you up there?
we're got a giant push off of 2. I don't know if tires just haven't run yet. So I know the first one's 25 laps, so I'm not really that worried about tires. So we're gonna go like hell and see what happens.
Alrighty, well, so you guys obviously have 2 extra sets of tires tonight. What kind of tire wear do you expect? You expect to have a decent amount of tread wear left on that car after, you know, a third of the way through?
No, I'll probably get tires at 25 and 50, and then play it by ear from there. Because they are wearing the tires pretty good. I noticed that from qualifying and practice.
So do you guys
Yeah.
have more than 2 sets?
Oh yeah, there's we got 4 fresh sets in the pit, so
Oh wow. Alrighty, well that changes things. I thought y'all were just running the one on your car and then 2 additional sets. So they must have changed something. Thanks for that information.
yeah. According to my crew chief, we got 4 sets.
All right, well that definitely will change racing out here for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why I said I'm gonna go pretty hard here to see what it has, so I kind of know what I'll be dealing with here toward the end.
Alrighty, well we're gonna let you go. Best luck to you. Hopefully we'll stay green a little longer this time and see what you guys can do on the long run.
Yeah, 10-4. Big shout out to the wifey in there watching the channel. So hope to bring her a trophy into the house tonight.
Got that. Good luck, sir. All right, that was Jeffrey Mert driving that number 16 Notre Dame inspired car. Or Notre Dame, however they say it.
I did not realize that the tire set limit was 5 tonight. So yeah, like Mark said, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, massive difference. As the lights on the pace car do go out, we will be going back green this time. We'll see if that outside lane gets a good, better start than they did. Your pole sitter was Cameron Hearn, but to his outside was Jeffrey Converse. Jeffrey Converse has fallen back to the 5th position. He's going to be starting right there in that black number 96. He'll be starting 3rd in line on the inside, so I'm sure he is hoping for a better restart this time.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, he lost many positions because he just got left outside on that outside by himself. So hopefully Brady doesn't have that same fate, and he's able to actually, you know, get someone to really run with him. And it looks like he has Anthony Giuliano behind him.
All right, Rachel. Well, I'm going to hand it over to you for this one.
All right. All right, pace car down. Cameron Hearn and Adam Brady. Cameron Hearn gets a huge run, just takes off all by himself. He's pretty much almost in another zip code, which that's the norm for him. I mean, he normally does this. So, and then you have Jeff Hart that got a run on Adam Brady and took the 2nd position. But he's closing that gap in on Cameron Hearn.
The 30 just about got in the wall there. It's going to cause a little bit of a traffic jam as a few cars make it by. I'm kind of watching deeper in the field right now. I'm actually watching Kevin Winter, the number 30 of Craig Sassamon, still on the outside. I don't believe that's his friend.
That was a close one. Jeff Mert.
Oh, no. Saw it live.
Caution is out.
I don't have to
Kevin
go very
Winter.
far back. Yep.
Yeah, Kevin Winters turned around. He has quite a bit of damage on the back end of his car.
Well, again, not gonna comment. Y'all saw the replay. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Go back to the front here. We'll watch our leaders and see what they do. I don't think you're gonna see any changes in terms of anybody coming down pit road. They've only got about two and a half laps on their tires. Another shame for Kevin Winter. Kevin Winter was looking like he was just kind of riding there. He didn't qualify. Sometimes that can help you. Sometimes that can hurt you. Tonight it looked like it hurt him.
Yeah, there was quite a few that did not qualify. There was a lot of the field that didn't qualify. There was only about 11 cars that actually qualified. So, yeah, almost half the field didn't qualify tonight. So.
Well, it looks like YouTube is once again doing what it normally does, and it is struggling. I am gonna drop the input rate, which is gonna kill the quality, but we'll see if we can get back to a smooth broadcast here. I gotta wait for it to try to catch up and see if that fixes the problem.
Mitchell Reeves just came off of pit road, so he ended up going in the pits. I don't know if he had any damage or he just went in for tires. Not sure about that one, because it doesn't look like he has damage on his car.
I'm not sure what he would have done either. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of trying to fix what's going on here. I apologize to everybody out there. YouTube has been giving us absolute fits. I'm afraid to stop the stream for too long, because if I stop it to change the output resolution, it may end the broadcast, but I can't deal with. I'm getting so many drop frames. It's ridiculous. Well, wow, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, the screen went black for a second.
I am trying to apply settings that will allow this to smoothen out and allow us to get this broadcast in without having any problems. Sorry to everybody out there. I have dropped the quality to 720p. It looks like it is no longer dropping frames, and I don't have a red bar showing that basically it's not accepting, because we don't have this problem when we broadcast on Facebook. I can tell you that it's something with YouTube. A lot of broadcasters have been having problems with it. I don't understand why. But regardless, I think we're good now. Hope it stays this way. I'm not exactly happy about this. Alright, the lights on the pace car are out. We're on lap 11, coming to 12. Hopefully this will clear up a little bit, because This is just aggravating to me. I have a very high quality computer. Should be no reason why we should be having these kinds of issues. Pace car is off. Cameron Hearn gets ready to put the loud pedal down while we're waiting on him. Waiting. Jeff Merck's trying to anticipate it. The loud pedal goes down. Jeffrey Merck does a pretty good job of timing it. Now, Cameron Hearn does get a better restart than Jeffrey Merck did, but it was not as bad as previous restarts. Jeffrey Merck able to stay there and actually gets right to the back bumper of Cameron Hearn. He's going to try it down on the inside here.
But he's able to actually get that run, and he passes Cameron.
Well, Jeffrey Merck really did exactly what he said he was going to go push it hard, and he did. He went out there and he's pushing it hard. We'll see. Cameron Hearn.
Like Cameron's trying to get back up there to the back of Merck. We'll see if he tries to push it real hard or if he's able to get around him.
Interesting battle up front here. I want to try to check on some of these other drivers. Peyton Johnson, your winner last week right there. You had talked about Mitchell Reeves will jump towards the back of the pack, back there in 16th position. Mitchell Reeves all the way back in 16th. Actually behind, as we have one car up in the wall, that's a 112 car of Cody Palmore. He manages to keep it off the wall, or up on the wall actually, and avoids, but he gets back into the wall again as we're watching live here. 161 just got in the wall right in front of him. They're going to be 3 wide. Nope, the 112 backs out of it. Very smart move there. This is for 16th, 17th, and 18th. Now the 112 just went down on the apron and then gets back up into the wall. I am not sure what's going on here. I'm going to go back to the front. Well, battle's kind of heating up front. Adam Brady putting a little bit of pressure on Cameron Hearn now. Jeffrey Converse has made his way forward from 5th back to 4th after starting up front.
You have Aaron Hearn that's on the inside of Craig Samuelson right now, just past him for the 11th position. Ooh, Corey Tuggle just got into the wall, and he's spinning now.
That's going to bring out a caution.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and then you also have Daniel, I'm hoping I'm saying it right, Pinatech. He got kind of sideways there, whenever passing up Tuggle. I think he was just trying to avoid him. So
I think he got a little bit of damage, a little bit of the wall, but nothing extreme on that 100. The hood looks a little buckled there. That's not great. All right, we head back to our leaders. We'll see what they do here. Now 18 laps in the books. They don't have an extreme amount of laps on the tires, but if they got that many sets, I don't know. I think he said 25. I think this would be close enough where I'd come in.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. I'd probably come in on a caution anyway, and not, but because you never really know when the next one's going to be.
Yep. We'll see what they do here. Like we have a car blinking out. I don't see him. Nope. Not coming down pit road. I'm kind of shocked there.
Yeah, you got Joe Owen, Dylan Gones, that came down pit road. Mike, I hope I'm saying his last name right. Elio, yeah, he came down pit road as well. And Leonard Frost. So there was quite a few that came down pit road, but it looks like most of the front stayed out for the most part.
Yeah, it looks like
At
about the
least.
top 12. I think maybe it was probably the top
Yeah.
11, and then a few people pitted, and that put a few people further up. Folks, I am still having issues. I am dropping frames like mad right now. It's gonna go in and out. Shows I have no upload right now at all. This is getting ridiculous. All right, well, we're going to take a quick caution break. We'll be back momentarily. All right, folks, we are back live here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. They're doubled up 2x2. We're going to be going back green flag racing here momentarily. Jeffrey Merck still out in front. They decided not to pit. We'll see how that works out. We saw some cars go ahead and pit. I'm going to apologize for the broadcast. I'm not happy about it. Channel owner's not happy about it. He's having the same problems on another broadcast. Multiple other people are reporting same issues. We'll let you know. More than likely, we're just going to move to Facebook until YouTube can figure out what's going on or what's wrong with their service. Pace car ducks off. Jeffrey Merck in control, gets a nice little jump. Not as good a jump as Cameron Hearn there. Well, maybe. He is pulling out to about 2 car lengths now. See how long this lasts here. I'm watching the upload, making sure that we're not dropping frames. A little bit aggravating here up in the booth when you know you have the equipment to do the broadcast, but you're limited by everything else. So we'll stop talking about that and start talking more about the race. Jeffrey Merck heads down through turns 3 and 4. Cameron Hearn hot on his heels. Going to see if Jeffrey Merck can do exactly what he said earlier when we had that interview with him. Looks like he is going to push that car to its limits. Now, there's one thing about Cameron Hearn. He is usually fast, but he's also usually pretty good on his tires. So how do you think that'll come into play?
That could be part of the reason why Cameron's wasn't really running too hard, is because he could be trying to conserve tires, because you never know if another caution will come out that'll give you, you know, that strategy to be able to come down for new tires. So I think that could be what Cameron's doing, not pushing too hard.
Well, we will see. Cameron is right there on the bumper of the number 60 machine. Very tight racing up front, as has been the case here.
And you also have the number 96 of Jeffrey Converse. That he's starting to catch up to Anthony Giuliano right now.
So he was in 4th, moved back to 5th, and now he's moving back up. Kevin Winter, even though he was damaged, currently running in the 8th position. After that pit stop that you had talked about earlier, Mitchell Reeves running in the 9th position. Aaron Hearn 10th. Craig Sassman 30 in the 30 is 11th. Dylan Gonis 12th. Andrew Brigante 20.
Oh, caution is out.
Uh-oh. What did I miss? Okay, Mike Alo is all the way at the back of the pack. I don't know that it was on him. I'm going to check and see here. He looks clean. Watch the 100 here. See if you...
Unless this is the stage
Oh, yep.
flag.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Then that
You would be
make
correct.
sense.
This is the stage caution. That's right. I forgot we're in stages. So, sorry about that, folks. We look like very unsmart people.
It could have been a caution, but then when I looked down and I realized what lap we were on, then I realized, oh yeah, that's a stage one.
Well, your stage 1 winner, Jeffrey Merck. They're definitely going to be coming down pit road to get tires now. That's why he said lap 25. Duh. See, you're supposed to remind me about these things.
That's my fault. I actually
No.
forgot.
I did too.
I forgot. Well, I forgot what lap they do this stage on.
All
So,
right, as they
I forgot that
all
it was lap
come
25.
as they all come down pit road, we watch Jeffrey Merck, Cameron Hearn, and the number 13 of Adam Brady. Those are your top 3. We'll see if they come out the same way that they go in. Each car getting into their pit very cleanly. I think Jeffrey Merck was a little bit easier into his pit. We'll see. I think Cameron Hearn being right where he is, he may actually come out of this with the lead. As Jeffrey Merck comes down on the jack, Cameron Hearn goes. We'll see what the official scoring loop is once they get out there. That was very close. Let's see if... I'm going to rewind it, and we'll try to get a different camera angle. A little bit more. And then we'll change camera angle to TV1. Is that going to do it? Not really. Do a rear chase. Okay. Let's see if... Ooh, man. I'm going to have to go back. This is going to be so close. I don't know. Jeffrey Merck had a little bit of extra speed there. So I think he got it. I think he may have come out first. It looks like he has or is, because Cameron Hearn is not in front of him, so I do believe that is the case. But we did have 2 cars that stayed out.
Right, Dylan Gones, and then Mike Alio. Yeah, I'm hoping that's how you say it.
I think it's Alo, because
Alo.
it's either Alo or Alo. I don't know. Anyways, they did pit at the caution prior to, so They just have a few laps on their tires, so I understand the strategy there. Don't know if it'll work out for them or not, but I understand the strategy. We still have 17 cars out there. We do have a few cars that have retired due to damage or maybe some other things that... Not sure if the league may have done something or not, but regardless, we have 17 cars on the lead lap. It's been an interesting race so far. I'm looking forward to some green flag laps. I'm not going to lie.
Right, I feel the same way. I'm sure a lot of these drivers feel the same way too. Because you can only have so many cautions before you start feeling like, okay, when are we going to start really running and getting through all these laps? So.
Yeah, I mean, and as a driver, especially if you're a long run driver, you're wanting that car to come in later. All these short runs, I'm a long run type driver. Short runs kill me. You probably saw that last night. I don't have the short run speed unless the car is just right, and the car wasn't right for me last night. Don't know how these guys feel about the cars. Maybe they're good on the short run, and maybe some of them are just as good on the long run, but we haven't seen the long run yet. We will go 25 laps till the next stage. I believe it should be around 51 or something like that. It would actually only be about 21 laps, but regardless. So things have changed up front. It was Cameron Hearn, Jeffrey Merck. At the end of the stage, now you've got Dylan Gonis and Mike Alo. Mike Alo, like I said, last Friday, did very well. Was very impressed with his run. I'm going to crank up the settings just a little bit here. Try to get a little better quality because I really don't like the way that the stream looks. And I'm hoping that I can make a slight adjustment here and get it to clean up a little bit. All right, Rach, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, you can get this one.
All right. All right. Pace car down. You got Dylan Gonis and Mike Alo. Dylan got a huge run on that restart. And then you've got Jeff Mark onto the inside of Mike.
That inside line just... Oh, Jeffrey Mert goes for a ride.
Oh, and Mike Alo into the wall.
Let's back that up. I don't know. We're gonna have to change the camera angle, otherwise it's going to... Oh, my grandson's rooting everybody on again. Change the camera angle. Whoa, wow, the car just stepped out, got loose on him on new tires. Quite a few cars got some damage in this. I gotta say, that's that had to be unexpected. The car during the replay there, it looked like it just, I mean, just completely stepped out with no warning whatsoever. Didn't see that from any car up to this point, so very bad luck for a lot of drivers. The 60, it is what it is. He was the one driving his car, and it sucks for him. But I'm more concerned with all the other drivers that got damage from that. You see, the 11 car has no bumper. The 100 has no bumper. I saw other cars also involved. I think Kevin Winder got more damage than what he had prior to. So, looks like first one down pit road is going to be Jeffrey Merck. I think he'll sit there and probably try to get the car repaired. Like the 30 is down as well. Not sure if, yeah, he's got some right rear damage. The 155 is down. The 100. The 91, which is actually the 11, and the 155. So They're all down getting repair. Let's go ahead and talk with... Well, we talked to him earlier in the race, so we'll talk to him once again. We're going to bring up the number 67 of Cameron Hearn. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
Well, that happened right in front of you. We had the cameras on it. Looked like the car just stepped out on him all of a sudden. Are the cars loose?
I've never seen it in turn 1 and 2, but on fresh tires, 3 and 4 definitely gets loose. And I think as the track changes, as the night goes on, you might have an issue with that happening more and more frequently. But definitely the first couple laps, it can get loose, and it tightens up for you.
Well, that was crazy. Well, you avoid it, and you currently sit there in second place with a little bit fresher tires than the car in front of you. I feel like you're in a really good position here. I know we still got a long ways to go, but how are you feeling about your chances for tonight?
Yeah, just stay up front, out of trouble. It's a fast track, but as you saw, it doesn't take much to kind of get out of shape and get caught up in someone else's stuff. But that's unfortunate because I felt like he was fast all night. Jeff got around me that first run, and I was hoping we get some long green flag runs into the race and see how it worked out. So I hate that for him, but that just goes to show you can win the first stage, and the way these cars handle it can be taken from you just like that. Yeah,
I mean, I run the Xfinity car, and I got to be honest with you, I've never experienced a loose car like that. The way that car stepped out was, I mean, it was like somebody poured oil on the tires right there at that second. I've never seen an Xfinity car spin, especially on a high bank like this.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that in the years of iRacing, but I think it has something to do with the tires being cold. I think it really is before it used to be just on the restarts, but I think really here it takes a couple laps for you to get the grip, and that's why I think Jeff was able to get around me, because that first run I was taking it easy, and he drove in there hard, made it stick, and got around me. So it's just a fine line.
Well, copy that. Well, we're going to let you go, and once again, good luck on the rest of the race, and good job keeping it clean, and looks like you're in a really good position. That 13 car has been stocking, you were stocking Merck, but he was stocking you, so there still could be some good battles.
Oh yeah, it's I still think it's top 4, top 5. I think it's anybody's race still, and I'm looking forward to battling it out.
Alrighty, well, good luck, sir. We'll talk to you later.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, not intentionally talking to the same guy twice in one night, but possibly 3 times actually if he has a podium finish, but wanted to get his view on it because he had been battling Jeff Merck. And you've been watching and covering some races, Katie. That was really strange, right? I've never seen a car step out like that.
Oh, yeah, no, that is the first time that I've seen a car just step out like you said. And it was just really odd of how it happened for Merck, and it's really unfortunate that happened to him, because I mean he definitely could have had a great race the rest of the night, because I mean he was staying up there towards the front with Cameron. So
well, we'll see. The race isn't over. He is still in the race, so I don't know how much he got some damage, but I don't know that it is race. It's not race-ending damage, obviously, right now, because he's back out there. But he may still have time that he needs to repair on it too. So we don't know the full extent, but enough talk about the wreck and whatnot. We're getting ready to go back green flag race, and the pace car drops down. Dylan Gonis gets ready to go. He fires off, gets a pretty good start there, actually. The top 4 actually got a really good start. Anthony Giuliano falling in line here in 4th. He got a really good jump. Going to watch a little further back. We're going to watch Kevin Winter, because I think Kevin Winter got a little bit of damage, but I think he's still a fast car, even though he has that damage.
yeah, I mean he's right on the inside of Peyton Johnson, and then he was right on the back bumper of Jeffrey Converse. So I mean he's definitely moving up through the field.
As they go through the tri-oval here, tricky part of the track. Here comes Mitchell Reeves now on the back bumper of Kevin Winter. Not sure. This is the first time we've seen Mitchell Reeves kind of. Well, no, he was kind of towards the front, I guess, wasn't he? But he pitted, and
Right.
he was kind of.
pitted and he fell back to about, I think, like 12th or 13th, and then he had to pretty much work his way back up.
I'll tell you what, I just saw the 15 car kind of wash up. These cars are really. I don't know. They did do a new build that came out today, and sorry, while we were talking about other guys on the track and whatnot, Cameron Hearn has found his way to the front, and along with him is the number 13 of Adam Brady. They both got around Dylan Gonis. Dylan Gonis now coming under fire from the number 17 of Anthony Giuliano, but Giuliano gets into the wall, gets himself a little bit of right side damage. That allows Kevin Winter and Mitchell Reeves, Jeffrey Converse, and Peyton Johnson to close in just ever so slightly. For those of you, I know that there's plenty of people watching out there, probably pulling for drivers. If you got somebody you want us to take a look at, let us know. I see a battle shaping up here. Mitchell Reeves ducking to the inside of the number 11 car here. He's going to dive it down into turn 1, see if it'll stick. Gets down there on that line, washes up just a little bit, but does clear the 11 car of Mitchell Reeves. Move Mitchell Reeves up into the top 5. Giuliano still able to hang on to that 4th position. I have a feeling that Mitchell Reeves has his sights set on 4th place now. As we go back to the front, Cameron Hearn getting loose, wiggling around. 13's going to blow by him on the inside. I'm going to rewind it real quick and see what happened, why Cameron was wiggling around like that. I got to assume he got down on the apron coming off a 4, got out towards the wall, tried to keep it off the wall, got it loose. Now there's a fight.
Mitchell Reeves that just dropped to the inside of Anthony Giuliano, trying to battle him for that 4th position.
I see the little bit of looseness that Cameron Hearn was talking about from the 17. I saw the rear end kick out on the 17th as Adam Brady and Cameron Hearn are fighting up towards the front of the pack, and it's very close here. Whoa. Man, that was very close racing. I thought that the 13 and the 15 were going to make contact, but they didn't. Whew, scared me there.
That was very, very close.
Oh, I'm sure you heard it in my voice. I mean, if one of the two didn't do something different, meaning whether the 15 stepped on the gas harder or the 13 lifted just a little bit, that was a wreck. But it didn't happen.
They both would have taken each other out.
Right. All right, and for those of you out there watching that are curious about Jeffrey Merck, he is currently running in the 12th position, 4.6 seconds back, so the damage obviously has hurt that car. Again, I'm sure he probably has more time left to work on the car, so he's going to need that stage caution here shortly to get up there and do some more work on that car. He might have a chance to get some of that damage fixed as Mitchell Reeves is creeping up on Dylan Gonis now. Adam Brady falling off just a little bit from Cameron Hearn. So these cars driving very differently than what I would be used to. I don't drive the Xfinity car all that much anymore, but it looks like either something has drastically changed in the build, or I don't ever recall the cars being loose. They were always just very, very tight. So iRacing likes to change things up occasionally, and maybe they did with this build, as we have a challenge not only for the first position but for the 3rd position. It's going to be hard to cover both of them. Reeves is probably going to take over that 3rd position pretty easily. Cameron Hearn still holding on. We'll see if Reeves still fighting for that 3rd position back to the front. Cameron Hearn, the 13 must have lifted and let the 15 go. A lot of good battles out here as we see Kevin Winter on the inside now of Dylan Gonis. You see something out there on the track, Katie, just yell it out. Why do I always say Katie? Jeez. Rachel, if you see anything out on the track, just holler it out, because I'm trying to cover anything that I can at this point. Mitchell Reeves getting tight. Dylan Gonis fighting back to his inside for that third position. Kevin Winter tagging the wall.
Yeah, Dylan's on the inside of the Braves right now.
This seems to be the biggest battle on the track right here. The 02, the 27, the 11, the 96, and the 15.
Right.
The 11 is much faster,
Yeah,
but it gets
he's definitely
loose.
trying to get between these two.
I don't know if...
Dylan's just not getting that run he needs to be able to pass up Mitchell Reeves.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I don't know if Mitchell finally looks like he... It looks like he finally cleared him. I don't think Mitchell was trying to... I think he was trying not to push too hard because it is still early. But now that he cleared him, he's kind of walking away from him. We'll see what happens as the 11 gets by the 27. Now the 96 is coming. So Dylan was working very well on the inside line, but on the outside he's fading quickly, falling back. While all that was going on, here comes the caution. I don't think that... I didn't think so. Aaron Hearn slow. We'll back up the tape and see. So this will probably count as the stage caution. This should not have been for him. He was down on the apron the whole time.
You've got Aaron Hearn, on the bottom of the track. So,
but I wouldn't think that would have brought out the caution.
yeah, and I don't see like anybody else that. Yeah, because it's still too early for...
Caution came out right about here. I'm going to go through just to try to be adamant about this and be sure. This will count as the stage caution. I'm pretty sure of that. Whether or not they do, I'm sure all the leaders will come down. Everybody is straight on the track. The only person is the 11, but he's down on the apron. That should not have brought the caution flag out unless it was... No. I don't know who it was, folks. I apologize. But I can't find anybody that was out of shape. All the leaders down pit road. We'll see who won the battle off pit road, as it looks like. Looks like a few guys had really good pit stops and a few guys had really bad pit stops.
Yeah, Adam Brady got out of the pits before Cameron Hearn.
Jeffrey Merck must not have that much damage to be repaired, or that can be repairable, meaning the car is what it is, because he didn't stay on pit road and get more damage fixed. So I think that he's got everything that he can get. Now Mitchell Reeves, he was up in like third position, but he comes out in 13th. So we're under caution. Who do you want to talk to?
Let's go with Adam Brady.
All right, let's see if we can find Mr. Adam Brady driving the number 13 car tonight. Adam Brady, you got a copy? Adam Brady, you got a copy, sir?
I have a copy, but I'm gonna have to set up a channel for this.
You're up in the booth with Rachel and Ron. We're broadcasting the race here. We're just wondering if you had a minute to talk.
10-4, yeah, go ahead.
Well, you've been running strong all night. You've been up towards the front. Now you are You were battling with Cameron. You kind of had the lead for a moment, and then you take it back. But you're currently leading this race. How's your race going so far?
Well, firstly, shout out to Wilder Graphics for putting this race on. But yeah, it's been a great race. I'm just trying to race clean and not do anything silly or crazy.
Copy that. What do you think your chances are here now in the final stage of this race?
There's some solid competition here. I'd like to say I have some decent chances, but it's always one of those things to wait and see.
All right, well, there you go, folks. Your leader, Adam Brady, at the halfway point, just past halfway. Good luck to you, sir. Hope to talk to you at the end of the evening.
10-4, thank you.
All right, we'll see if the lights go out on the pace car. If they do, we're going to get ready to go green. If they don't, we're going to pull up another person. And the lights do go out, so somebody got lucky. They're not getting interviewed. Well, I certainly am glad that everything is stabilized on YouTube, but the broadcast does not look very good. I can tell you that. And I do apologize to everybody out there watching, because it should look much better than it does. But enough about that. We are halfway down the back stretch, getting ready to go back green flag racing for what should be the final green flag if we stay caution free. We could see some long runs, green flag pit stops, and see who the better driver is out here tonight. Now, remember earlier, one of the faster guys that we had seen, even Cameron said so, the number 60, just looped the car on fresh tires. He didn't actually loop it, he caught it, but it caught some other people up, so we'll watch for that. We're going to set the cameras on Kevin Winter so we kind of have a shot of a few different cars. Pace cars off, green flags, not green flag, but number 13 puts the loud pedal down, gets away, gets a good jump on the inside lane. Kevin Winter with a good start there.
Yeah, he passes up Cameron Harren to get that second. But Cameron's right on the back bumper of Kevin.
And the question is, with the the damage that Kevin had, A, does he have the car? B, is he going to make up for the damage with the tires? Meaning, will he have to drive the car so hard that it kills the tires? Or C, none of the above. Those are answers that those are questions that we can't actually answer.
Right. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But I mean, so far he's been able to hold off Cameron Harren.
Well, here comes a few people.
Yeah, you got the number 15 of Peyton Johnson on the inside of Jeffrey Converse, fighting for that 4th position. Peyton passes him for that position.
Peyton does move himself up into the 4th position. We see Kevin Winter falling back a little bit. Now, this is the biggest lead that we've seen somebody get. We haven't seen anybody step out and walk away the way that Adam Brady is right now. And I don't know if that is due to the fact that Adam is driving harder and is faster because, well, I guess I could have looked up a second ago and said, well, yep, Adam Brady just ran the fastest lap on lap 55. So Adam Brady's setting a pace right now. Kevin Winter doesn't seem to be able to have that pace. Cameron Hearn right on his bumper. We'll see if anything changes there. Got a big battle coming up here for 4th through basically 9th.
Yeah, I mean, you've got multiple cars. I mean, you got Dylan Gones on the inside of Peyton.
Oh,
Peyton got around at cautions out, and Joseph Murata as well.
all right. We'll go ahead and back up the tape and see what we can find out here. Oh, the 15 just broke loose. A few cars got a piece of that, unfortunately. Looked like, once again, just looked like he got loose. Just not used to seeing these cars do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if maybe this had something to do with that update that happened today. Because, yeah, like you said, I also have never seen these cars get loose like that. So.
All right, our leaders are coming down pit road.
Kevin Winter chose to stay out, and Jeffrey Converse, Dylan Gomez, they stayed out. You still got quite a few cars still on pit road. Looks like a lot of them are trying to get some damage fixed because you've got Jeff Merck at the number 155, Peyton Johnson, the 100. So you have quite a few that are still on pit road.
All right, who do you want to talk to this time?
Let's bring up Kevin Winter.
Alrighty, let's find Kevin Winter. All right, we'll see. Hopefully he won't be talking, and he's not. Kevin Winter, this is Mr. Klein and Miss Thornhill up in the booth. You got a copy?
10-4.
Bold move, Cotton. How do you think it'll play out?
We'll see. We don't have the fuel to get to the end right now, so we're kind of hoping for a quick little yellow. But we only have one set of tires left, so we figured we'd just stay out and see what we can do.
Oh, copy that. So a little bit of strategy from you, figuring possibility of another caution coming out. Kind of likely. I think you'll go down and get fuel that can get you to the end and take your last set of tires at that point.
Yeah, hopefully that kind of squares up everyone else in the same sequence as to tires. And I think we're on the top 5 towards the end. I think we'll have a good race.
Now, you got quite a bit of damage on the car, but you are still pretty fast. Do you have the speed? Is it there, or are you having to make up with it with the car?
Well, the 13 and 6.7, they're pretty quick on track. Now I'm actually up here to test them out for a bit here, but we got some pretty good long run speed. Surprisingly, with the damage we do have, I think the guys at pit road picks it up pretty good. Yeah, just hope it doesn't go green. If it does, then we'll have to come out pit road and just finish out.
Alrighty, sir. Well, good luck in the remainder of the race. You were kind of one of my, I wouldn't say dark horse, but you were kind of one of my picks. I thought that you would be really quick and have a good night here. So best of luck to you, and hope you get a good finish out of it tonight.
10-4, appreciate it.
All right, and when that caution came out, I believe that put a couple more cars into the pits. So unfortunately, a couple more cars have retired. But pace car lights are off, and they are coming out of turn number 2 going down the back stretch. We'll have Rachel give it the call when we get to the start finish line. What do you expect here, Rachel? You think we're gonna have another caution, or you think this is it?
I want to be optimistic, but the way that this race has been going, I do see at least one more caution before we end this race. Because, I mean, we're only at 62 laps right now. I mean, we still have almost, about almost 40 laps left. So, yeah, I mean, there is a huge chance for another one to happen.
No copy that. This restart is all yours.
All right, pace car down. You got Kevin Winter on the inside. You got Jeffrey Converse to the outside. Kevin Winter gets a huge run on that restart, and you got Dylan Gonas right behind him.
As they go through turns 1 and 2, Kevin Winter getting a very good run through there. Dylan Gonas staying about the same distance. We're going to see a lot of moving around here in the 4th, 5th, 6th position, because I think these are 3 of the fastest cars on the track. The number 13 of Adam Brady, the number 67 of Cameron Hearn, and the 02 of Mitchell Reeves. I think they're just going to kind of freight train. They're going to stay in line and pass the 96. As the 96 gets real close there, tries a side draft on the 15. 15 is going to get pushed down the back stretch here by the 02. The 02 will draw even about halfway through the corner, I would say. Yes. About halfway through the corner. He is able to clear him. We'll see if he, completely clears him. And now that 3-car train is going to go to work on the number 27 of Dylan Gonas. The train was really close together there for a lap or so, and now they're kind of coming apart, so to speak, as Cameron Hearn probably making somebody look in the mirror there, because the camera angle that I was looking at, I couldn't tell if they were actually going to go 3 wide or not, but they weren't.
Right, he's on to the inside of Dylan and passes him. And he's right on the back of Brady. So, I mean, we'll see how this plays out.
I think that we're going to go caution free here. I think that we've lost a few cars, and that's going to change things. And here comes the 13 to challenge for the lead. Very smart piece of driving. You could see the 13 literally burping the throttle through the middle of the corner. Kevin Winter gets tight and loose coming off 4. That's going to drop him back. Cameron Hearn trying to challenge on the high side of the racetrack. How about that?
Yeah, that's definitely something different that Cameron is doing, because he normally tries to go for the inside. And for some reason, he's just not able to fully get the momentum to get around Brady for that.
Well, running the outside is pretty difficult. Now, the good thing is he won't use up his tires. The bad thing is he needs to be pretty much side by side with the 13 and able to make that effective, because effectively what you're going to do is put himself on the outside next to the 13 and kind of pinch him down, hold him down the best that you can. And I got to say a quick apology out there. I see the frames dropping again, folks. There's really nothing that I can do about it.
Ooh,
Cameron Hearn through the grass. Wow.
Yeah, he got extremely low. But I mean, he was able to come back up and you know not get loose, because I've seen that before. And then they come up back onto the track and can't control the car, but he was able to, keep it clean. So
Well, there is a heck of a battle that I wish that we could be bringing to you streaming live with no problems whatsoever, but I can't do much else, folks. It is what it is. Adam Brady, Cameron Hearn going at it for the top spot. Dylan Gonas currently sitting in the 3rd position. Kevin Winter holding on to that 4th position. Mitchell Reeves back in the 5th position. Jeffrey Converse getting ready to make a run on Mitchell Reeves here. Kind of shocked. Mitchell Reeves does have some rear end damage. You can physically see the rear end damage in the bumper, but I can't tell if he has any damage in the rest of the car. I thought that he would be faster unless he's trying to save here.
He could be, but I mean that's the only thing. But I don't. I'm not sure if he's having some issues with the car because I mean he has pretty much ran towards the middle of the field most of the night.
Yep.
So
I gotta agree with that. The 2 fastest cars are up front, that is for sure. The 13 and the 15, if we manage to stay green, we will get to see a green flag pit stop. So looking forward to that as the 15 is all over the bumper of the 13.
yeah, you got Kevin Winter that just drops the inside of Dylan Gomez trying to take that 3rd position.
And it was funny because just as you said that, I had changed the camera angle to that. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, Mitchell Reeves continuing to fall back. Something is amiss on that car there. Maybe he used up all the tires that he had. Maybe he's kind of like Kevin Winter. He left one set in the pits and is hoping for a caution.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the only thing I could think of. Yeah, because, I mean, Anthony Giuliano just got around him, which puts him back into 8th place.
Back to the front. Adam Brady continuing to lead this race. So, I guess Mike...
Dylan Gomez just got into the wall.
But manages to keep it straight and going straight, so that keeps us still without caution. So by saying that, after saying that, and after seeing that, do you short pit?
That Cameron Hearn just drops the inside of Adam Brady to fight for that 1st place position.
13 carrying a little better momentum on the outside. I do believe that the 15, we'll see how the 13 runs. If he runs tight to him, he's not going to be able to. The 15 kind of drove it hard down in the corner to prevent him from getting side by side with him, but gets a good run off, and they're weaving all over the backstretch here. These guys are going at it.
Yeah, I mean, Brady's definitely staying on the back of Hearn. I mean, Hearn's not being able to fully pull away like he normally does.
Now he's starting to pull away a little now. It is a 2-car battle here. Kevin Winter is 3.4 seconds back. Joseph Murata, Jeffrey Converse, Anthony Giuliani. Those 4 cars all kind of running together. Then it's back to Dylan Gonis, we'll call it 5 seconds now. Mitchell Reeves, 5.8 seconds back. Leonard Frost, 7.2 seconds back. Andrew Brigante, 13.1. Craig Sassman, 14.1. Peyton Johnson, 1 lap down. Andrew Saucier, whatever, 1 lap down as well. Aaron Hearn, 4 laps down in the pits. Back to the lead. Your leader now opening it up a little bit. He's got about a half a second lead over the number 13. So my question is this. Kevin said that they had to pit again because they couldn't make it on fuel. So do you take the chance and short pit? And by chance, I mean, a caution could come out as Joseph Murata actually is making the pass on Kevin Winter right now. If you want to have a shot at the top 3, it's kind of like damn the torpedoes kind of thing. Like you go in and you take your medicine,
Right.
You go in and you get your tires, you're going to come out, you're going to be much faster if it stays green. If the caution comes out, your night is doomed. But for a guy like Kevin, who's fallen off right now, and be in fourth position, I wouldn't call that a bad position, even if it falls back a couple more positions. Points wise, do what you got to do. The first guy that I would call out would be the number 8 of Mitchell Reeves. If he's got a set of tires, I'd be going down pit road like right now.
Right. Yeah. I mean, especially, we've got 20 laps to go.
Right.
So that would still give him enough time if he did go down now. Give him enough time to be able to work his way back through the field.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, unless he was on some kind of fuel saving strategy, which he could have been, I don't know, but because he fell back quite a ways. He's 6.7 seconds back. Let's see if he maintains that or if he starts to close. If he starts to close the gap, then we'll know that he was playing a fuel strategy game.
Yeah, he just passed Dylan Gonis for the 7th position, so he's currently 7th right now.
Lap times are slightly... he's maintaining about a 6.7 second gap, so the lap times are on par with the leader right now. Adam Brady is starting to close back in on your leader, so that's a good thing, because we could potentially see a battle much closer for the lead here, instead of Cameron just walking away with it.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to go through the field, see if there's anybody else that's somewhat close to each other, but it looks like a lot of these guys are pretty...
The closest battle, I think, on track right now is Kevin Winter, Anthony Giuliano, and Jeffrey Converse. They're all right there together. I think this is the major battle on the track.
Yeah, nobody else is close. Everybody else is pretty spread out, so they're the only ones that are really close on track, besides Adam Brady and Cameron Hearn.
And Brady falling back a little bit now. He had closed it to about 3/10 as they come up on a lap car. That lap car may play... Oh, I need to change the camera. That could have been bad.
Help Brady. Brady ended up almost getting into the back of the 155 and had to slow down.
Yep, he lost about 3 to 4/10 of a second, I think. 16 laps to go. We don't know if anybody can make it. Very possibility somebody can, depending on what the fuel mileage was. Mitchell Reeves is closing down that gap. I wasn't really watching some of the other guys. I think Mitchell Reeves is actually the only one that's closing right now. He's at 6.2 now, so he shaved off about a half a second. That's just, that wouldn't cut it. It won't do any good whatsoever with just 14 laps now to go. He'd have to make up over a half a second a lap to get back to the front. But nonetheless, he does seem to be faster right now than the leaders. Adam Brady coming back to that rear bumper.
Yeah, he definitely cut down the gap that Cameron had on him. Oh, but he just got into the wall slightly.
Didn't hurt him too bad. I think it took off less than a tenth, maybe a half of a tenth.
You still got Kevin Winter and Anthony Giuliano. Anthony is definitely closing that gap between him and Kevin.
Question on everybody's minds is, who has to pit? Well, we know Kevin Winter said that he had to, so do we believe him? I don't know.
Ooh, Mitchell Reeves and Jeffrey Converse were just battling it out. Unfortunately, Jeffrey Converse got into the wall. but was able to get his position back from Mitchell.
Just a handful of laps to go. Well, more than a handful, but 11 laps to go. If Kevin was a few laps short and he hasn't pitted yet, I mean, he's going to be the one, right? Him and didn't two drivers stay out?
It was him. Dylan Gonez had stayed out too. And there was one other person, but I don't remember who it was. But I know Dylan Gonez had stayed out with him.
Jeffrey Converse getting into the wall again. That drops him back to 9th place. I am curious. Kevin's saying that he had a set of tires there and that he was going to save them for when he, hoping for a caution under green. He won't have the luxury to take tires, as Joseph Murata has come from out of nowhere. Where did Joseph come from?
He was actually behind Adam Brady. He was just further back. But yeah, I mean, he was able to move up there because he was actually in front of Kevin Winter, but there was a big gap between them.
Wow, I missed that completely. Joseph Murata looks like he's the fastest car on the track right now with just 8 laps to go.
Honestly, he could have been kind of holding off and conserving, and now all of a sudden he's just, he's.
Oh, Cameron gets down there on the apron. That's going to really impede his ability to get back to the throttle. That allows Joseph to close in to within about 2.5. About 2.5 seconds. 7 laps to go. Old tires. Going to be very hard to pass on old tires here unless Cameron makes a mistake, which Cameron does not usually make mistakes. He's using that apron to help turn the car.
Yeah, and from what it looks like, Brady's constantly falling back. His time, his gap between him and Cameron Hearn, he's fallen back to about 1.1 seconds. So yeah, he's definitely losing some ground there.
Battle at the front heating up as we come across the line with 5 laps to go. Joseph Murata has closed to within about a 10th of the number 15 to Cameron Hearn. We're going to see if Murata can somehow pull this off. This would be a great story. Joe has not had, from the races that we've covered, he just has not had the greatest races, but he has come on strong here at the end of this race, but time is going to run out on him.
Right, and you got Kevin Winter just came down pit road, and Jeffrey Converse.
So they were not lying, so they cannot make it on fuel, but I got to believe that everybody else can make it. We're going to be coming to 3 laps to go. Joseph Murata, if he wants that win, is going to have to put pressure as he dives down here into turn 3. We're going to see a battle for the lead here. Joseph has to get out of the throttle, not to wash up the track. Gets back to the throttle. That allows Cameron Hearn to kind of scoot away. Gets back in front of him. 3 laps to go here. Joseph's going to have to pull something special here. I don't know if he's got the car to do it or not. I think he does have better tires as he presses the issue once again down the backstretch.
He's got to go to the top side, Ronald. He don't have a shot on the bottom at all. I don't think he can get it done down there.
As Matthew Johnson joins us up in the booth.
Oh, he just got into the wall.
Murata just may have taken himself out of contention for the win with just 2 laps to go now. the gap is almost a full second. So Joseph Murata, with an amazing run, thought that he could come up here and possibly steal one away from Cameron Hearn, but Cameron Hearn has been rock solid, steady all night long. He talked about it early in the race. When we talked to him, he said he was going to try to keep the car clean, same as the number 13, but that number 15, with 1 lap to go, is leading now by 1.1 seconds over Joseph Murata. Adam Brady 1.8 seconds back. Anthony Giuliano 5 seconds back. Mitchell Reeves 10 seconds back, and Craig Sassman, last car in the lead, lap 25 seconds back. As Cameron Hearn goes down into turn number 3, coming out of 4, he'll see that checkered flag up in the air. Checkered flag is waving. Cameron Hearn crosses the line. Your winner here tonight in the Wilder Graphix 100 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Here comes Joseph Murata. That's got to feel good. I know he probably wanted that win and would have been a well-deserved win, but he's got to feel good about a second-place finish. Adam Brady coming across in third. We're going to go ahead and get these guys in our waiting for interview booth, and we'll be right back with your winner. Waiting for the guys to get up here to the line so we can start the interview process. All right, they have pulled up to the line here. We're going to bring in our third place finisher for this evening in the number 13 car. Adam Brady, get a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, sir. Well, very good run tonight. You come across the line in third place. Talk to us about your night and that final run.
Man, that was an exciting race. My first one here at Lightspeed. Congrats to 67 and the 5. They did a nice job. Coming out after the second stage, kind of wanted to push it and try to go, expecting a caution, and just didn't get it. But no, it was a good run. It was fun.
Well, copy that. We saw a lot of ups and downs, and you managed to keep the car pretty clean. I can see just a touch of damage on the right rear. But other than that, car looks really clean. You had a great race from our vantage point. Congratulations on third place finish. Would you like to thank anybody?
No, again, shout out to Wilder Graphix. You guys for putting this on, and then Lightspeed, the admins and stuff, they did a great job.
Copy that, sir. Well, we appreciate it, and congratulations on our third place finish. All right, next up in the broadcast booth, expecting Miss Rachel to be talking to Joe and kind of sticking it to him about finishing second. Go ahead, take it away, Rachel.
All right, Joe, it's Rachel and Ronald up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. Congrats to you. You come out and, second place finish. How's it feel?
Yeah, it feels pretty good to get a second place finish. I've had some tough luck these last couple of weeks, and man, I thought I had Cam, and I just couldn't do it. I overdrove it a little bit coming off of 2 with about 2 to go, and had to go all the way to the bottom of the track to gather it back up and up into the wall in 3. I thought I was done at that point, but it feels good to bring the number 5 Families Fighting Flu Chevy home in second place. Cam raked me clean there, and so did Adam. So awesome finish.
Right, and also, so talk to us a little bit about your strategy. I mean, notice you didn't end up needing to go down for fuel. I know there was a couple guys that told us there was no way they were going to be able to make it, and they were going to have to do some green pit stops. So were you conserving, or you just kind of took that risk and just tried to make it to the finish?
Well, I got caught up in that last caution there just a little bit, so I came in for fresh tires and topped her off, and I knew I probably had just enough to finish. When I crossed the line, I had about a lap and a half left, so I wasn't conserving. I was going. I knew I had a little bit fresher tires than some of the guys up front, so I was trying to work my way up through the field there, and most of the guys run you real clean here. Winner, when you get up behind him, he becomes about 18 feet wide, and raced you clean. But he's almost like Ryan Newman, and once I got by him, it was kind of clear sailing up to the top 3 there.
All right. Well, I mean, it definitely worked out in your favor. So, once again, congrats on your second place finish. And is there, any sponsors, anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, first of all, I got to thank Extreme Sim TV. You guys put on a great show. You guys do a great job each week. Wild Graphix always sponsors the league each week and paints up the number 5 Families Fighting Flu Chevys for me, and of course Families Fighting Flu for sponsoring me and sponsoring the Cup Series, and of course LSRL for putting this on each and every week. All the admins do a lot of work, and it's turned into something really great, I think. So hats off to everyone, and great job up in the booth tonight, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, you go and celebrate your second place finish, and then we'll definitely see you next week.
All right. Thanks, Rachel. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, that was your second place finisher, Joseph Murata. We're going to bring up the winner of the evening tonight in the Abruzzi Racewear Toyota Supra, the number 15 of Cameron Hearn. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right. Well, you did what you set out to do. You kept the car clean. You did have some challenges from drivers and some challenges on the track. Saw car getting out of shape here and there, but you managed to keep it clean, keep it in one piece, and bring it across the line in first position. Talk to us about your night.
Yeah. Like I said, at the beginning of the race, Kevin Winter was super fast. And that last run, Adam was real fast, and ended up racing him really hard. And I think that kind of used up my tires more than I wanted to. And then Joseph was coming, and every time I'd bobble, I think I hit the apron a couple times. He gained a ton of time in 3 and 4 on me. I think he was trying to drive hard. I think he got in the wall coming off too. But it'd been interesting to see, what would have happened if he didn't get in the wall. But it was just kind of a race of different stages, and luckily it just had enough tires to kind of hold off everybody.
Copy that. Did you still have another set of tires left? Had there been, say, a caution with say 15 to go? Yes,
that's why I pitted. I figured to get fresh tires now, and if there's another caution 10-15 laps from now, I still got one more left, so that's why I pitted. And I felt like that was the difference and helped split up the field, and some guys had to pit for fuel, and that was a huge strategy call, I think, to my advantage, especially at staying green.
Well, copy that. Once again, we see the number 15 in victory lane with the new paint scheme tonight. At least first time I'm seeing it. Looking great out there. Love the colors. Of course, know the sponsor very well. Talk to us quick about Abruzzi, and then we'll let you go.
Yeah, Abruzzi does a lot of simwear and real world racing. Custom gloves, custom shoes, suits, anything you can imagine, any color combination, any graphic design. Do a lot of great things, great quality, and at a reasonable price, and I think that's extremely important. So check them out, Abruzzi Racewear USA. What you need to do if you're looking for anything like that. I got their gloves, and it helps your longevity of your wheel that a lot of people spend a lot of money on, and that's a good investment.
All right, there you go. There's Cameron Hearn giving a quick plug to his main sponsor. They're a great company. Go check them out. Any final shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
Yep, I'll give a shout out to you. I appreciate y'all doing the broadcast. Both y'all do a great job. All the guys in this league show up week in, week out. The tower, making the calls tonight, which can, sometimes is a tough spot to be in. Thank my wife who allowed me to race. My mom and dad, who are the best babysitters in the world, are watching my son for us babysitting. So that's huge. So it's a big shout out to them, and just see you Friday and next week, and hopefully looking for a podium again.
All righty, congratulations once again, sir. That was your winner, Cameron Hearn, in the number 15 Abruzzi Toyota Supra. That's gonna wind up things here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the night. Final thoughts, Rachel?
I mean, this was a great race. I mean, Cameron obviously went out there and did what he said he was going to do, and I mean, he ended up, bringing it home into victory lane. So, unfortunately for Merck, I know he had a really good race, but he wasn't able to keep it up there, in the top 3. But hopefully, he'll be back next week, and he'll probably get back up there. So.
Alrighty, folks, for everybody here at Extreme Sim TV, make sure you like, subscribe, check us out throughout the week. We got a lot of racing all throughout the week, different leagues. We'll be back here with LSRL on Friday night. You get the opportunity to listen to Matthew Johnson call that race. Always exciting. Look forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you all, and have a great night.